The federal government, through its various agencies, decided to improve its harm reduction project. They agreed to do a pilot first of a needle and syringe program to see the feasibility of such a study being carried to scale in the country. This pilot was funded by global funds and then supervised by Federal Ministry of Health and NACA. The aim was to look at the feasibility of having a needle and syringe program in accordance with WHO guidelines implemented in the country to help reduce HIV prevalence amongst people who inject drugs. And needle and syringe programs have been seen to be effective across the globe in other countries in helping to reduce prevalence amongst people who inject drugs. So this study was commissioned, SFH carried the pilot, and then University of Manitoba Institute for Global Public Health was asked to evaluate that pilot. So this report you're seeing is an evaluation of the pilot needle and syringe program. And University of Manitoba evaluated this pilot and came out with the conclusion that they need to scale up the pilot program because the effects will be beneficial to Nigeria and to people who inject drugs in the country, and also help to reduce the incidence of HIV among this population.
A chunk of people living with HIV/AIDS, people living and spreading HIV. And one way they spread HIV is via injection drug use. It is our mandate to figure out how we work with this community nationwide, which has a population, as of today, of over 44,000 people across the country injecting drug. This population group is at high risk of HIV infection, is at high risk of hepatitis B and hepatitis C. And as we roll out activities all over the country, pushing for the last mile of HIV epidemic control, we see this population group as critical. And we see this an important tap that has been running over the last several years that has to stop for us to control HIV spread in the country. I'm happy this strategy has worked in some parts of the world. It has been recognized by the WHO, by PEPFAR, and other key stakeholders globally as strategy that help reduce the spread of HIV among people who inject drugs. I'm happy we've had an opportunity in Nigeria to pilot run this strategy of making available needle and syringes to people who inject drug through their network to make sure they don't exchange needles, and in the process, they don't exchange HIV, they don't transmit hepatitis B, and they don't transmit hepatitis C. So it is heartwarming to find out, based on this pilot run we did in the states of Abia, Gombe, and Oyo states, the strategy works and looks promising in helping us stop the spread of HIV among people who inject drugs.
Yeah, this is for the benefit of policy making and also for the program. We are coordinating the national response. This report is hereby unveiled, and we look forward to getting the best out of it to inform policy and decision making as far as prevention and also treatment of HIV for people living you.